So we are cleared into the Bahamas. This very nice lady gave me a ride to the immigration office because it has moved and it's not in the same spot. So all the research we did didn't help because it wasn't where it used to be. But we're cleared, we're good to go. Got to raise that Bohemian courtesy flag, and I need a cold beer. Yeah, docking was very tricky because we had current and wind pushing us into the dock. We got one of the solar panels hit a pole that was there at the dock, so we have some damage to the solar panel, but there is nothing else that I know of that got damaged. It's just that one solar panel. So we're gonna be down a solar panel, but it should be good.
I'm Ashley, and this is my husband Colin, and our newest crew member, Felix. For the past 2 years, we've been refitting our 91 Beneteau so we can take our family sailing. Join us as we finally set off on our first adventure to the Bahamas.
Let me catch you up because we didn't film a lot here in Bimini. We only had about 2 full days here in Bimini itself before we needed to head over to the Berry Islands and then eventually Nassau to drop my brother off so he could catch a flight home. He was here to help us with the crossing, given that it was our first time ever, and he wanted to be a part of it as well. So you can see there, the solar panel did have some damage. Glass does not bend very well, so you can see that it was broken. It did make contact with that piling over there in the corner due to the stern line coming off, but not a huge deal, just hindered our solar performance a little. The next morning, we did end up leaving around 4 a.m. to catch a very good weather window and then make it over to the Berry Islands during daylight and anchor before it gets dark, given that that was new territory for us as well. We don't like coming into places at night if we can avoid it. So, working to get the solar panel off here. You're going to catch up with us in the middle of the crossing the Great Bahama Bank, and then we catch some fish, and it was an exciting, eventful, but not too eventful, fun crossing over from Bimini to the Berry Islands.
You want to reel it in? Sure. Ashley, you got it?
Got the what?
The reel. We got the fish! Get them! Let's get this.
Look at all the fish jumping in the background.
Can you get it on camera?
Yeah. A ton! Okay, this cannot be a barracuda.
If this isn't.
God.
Look at that feeding frenzy over there. And we got fish on.
Fish on, Felix?
We're 4 barracudas today, so this
Fish
one's not
on.
allowed to be another barracuda. I can't see it. Bring it in closer.
Well, what is it?
Skipjack. We got a skipjack tuner. Oh, it is a tuner. We got a tuner.
Woo!
Oh, do you want it?
Yes.
I want it. I want a photo of it. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna cut that up and eat it tonight.
They don't.
We've been motoring for a while. We sailed the first part, and now we're motoring. And it's getting late, so I want to make some dinner while we're still motoring to the Berry Islands. And here you go.
Bird's got a fish. Good morning, everyone. We are here in Slaughter Harbor. We came over from Bimini yesterday with a very uneventful motor sail, then full motor day with almost no breeze. Caught a couple of barracuda, caught one blackfin tuna that we thought was too small. Turned out to be appropriate size, but we threw it back. So we learned our lesson. We did not have sushi. But yeah, we're here in Slaughter Harbor. We came in late. We enjoyed a very peaceful night's sleep. We're now going to be cruising the Berry Islands for a little bit, but we have decided to move from Slaughter Harbor. If you can't tell, the sun's still right on the horizon, because we're about to be sharing this beach in this island with about 6,000 other people. there's 2 cruise ships behind me. This is Coco Cay, or whatever it's called, the private island that Royal Caribbean owns, and the tour boats and stuff are already out in force. So we're gonna go little 3.5 mile hop basically over to that, if you can even see it, that opening right there. It's another harbor. There's some ruins, there's some hikes. We're gonna go over there and anchor for the day before moving to a marina tonight, because we have a huge cold front that's moving in that is predicting 40 knots of breeze. So also the Berry Islands aren't super protected, and the wind's gonna be coming out of the south, almost directly south, and there's not too many. South is this direction. Most of the harbors open up either to the west or the south here. There's not too many protected anchorages here, so that's another thing. Holding the sand and stuff is great, but protection from wind is not. So we're gonna pull up the anchor, have our quick little hop over to the other anchorage, and then go for a hike.
Once we made it over to the other side, we were able to successfully anchor and check out the wind, and you can see here that it's supposed to be blowing about 36 or a little bit more than that. We just weren't comfortable staying this exposed for that long, so we just hung out here for the day, had some activities before we pulled up anchor and moved.
We are teaching the dogs how to use the plank because they're trying to go overboard anyway.
Good girl, Navy. Navy, come on. Come on. It may be our first official night on the hook. I know it's only our first day here in the Bahamas, but this watercolor is just, I don't think I'm gonna get sick of it. People say you get used to it, but come on. And the fact that it's 10 feet deep right now and it's crystal clear, there's a little bit of chop from the wind, but I mean, I can see our anchor all the way out there. But it's time to move to a marina because we have this blow coming in, this cold front that's going to be, they're predicting 40 knots of breeze. While we trust the anchor, we still are getting used to anchoring here in sand because we don't have sand at home. So we're just going to play it safe and go to a marina that's right over here, supposedly a hurricane hole, and it's just gonna, we're just going to be play it safe. Doing this stuff by myself because sometimes we're going to be leaving early and Felix and Ashley may be doing something, or I just need to move it myself, so it's just good practice.
Practicing so I can sleep in.
It's exactly what I just said. So we have a quick little 13-mile jump over to the marina.
But on the other side of the building.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, this side. The radio antenna. No. The radio antenna to the left of it.
Yeah.
I can't see the radio. Yes, that's it.
What's up here?
we're gonna be stuck at the marina a few days before the wind and everything passes. So on my to-do list is get our ditch bag ready. I have so much stuff to put in it, but our ditch bag is not that big, so I gotta figure out what I need to actually put in it to survive if we need it, and just get it all ready, so in an emergency we don't have to grab a million bags. Because right now we have all the stuff, but we have like 3 bags of all the stuff. So I'm gonna consolidate it into one. It might not be all the stuff we need. It will be all the stuff we need, just not large quantities of it. But we'll see how it goes.
So I have everything laid out on the table. So I have everything laid out on the table. Felix is very happy in the background. Felix. It's just background music at this point. But we have our signal, emergency kit, our flares, water, all the medicine and turnip kits, our food, sunscreen, some hand warmers, repair kit, backup repair kit, because we have one in the life raft. And then we have protective suits, first aid kits, multi-tool, duct tape, string, rope, tarp, emergency blankets, card games if we get bored, life straw, solar flashlight over there, backup clothes if we need it, base layer clothes, and then we have like contacts for me. I need to do an emergency bag for him, for his formula, and then add some dog food also. But I think that's it. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be more stuff in there. We have our EPIRBs that are on our life jackets. Oh, we have a whistle, extra batteries, signal, mirror, and I think some of this is already in our life raft, but I can't remember, so I'm just adding it to it. And that's it. Now try to get it all in the bag. Going for a bike ride to go see some ruins.
So we tucked into Great Harbour Cay for a couple of nights. We are still here because the conditions are not favorable to, 1, leave the marina, and then 2, go out and go island hopping. We're still seeing about 25 knots of breeze out there, and not too many protected anchorages from the direction the wind is coming from. So we are taking our time and we're gonna stay here. My brother was originally scheduled to fly back through Nassau back home to the States on Tuesday. It is Saturday now, but he changed his flight to leave next Sunday. So he'll be with us for a whole another week so we can actually explore the Berry Islands instead of just rushing down to Nassau so he doesn't miss his flight. So on Great Harbour Cay today, we're going, the marina has some bikes which we're on, and we are gonna go explore some ruins of an old hotel, maybe get some lunch somewhere. But we've been doing a lot of walking, and this is the first time we actually use the bikes. We have made it to the old ruins of a sugarcane facility slash hotel, I think. Actually, what's the name of this place? Old Sugar Beach Hotel or something, and resort. So I believe that's sugarcane growing over there. Not quite sure. There's supposed to be a lot of ruins here. I see one building and it's very overgrown. So we may have just ridden to the beach, which from the boat is about an hour bike ride, very up and down hills, and the marina has beach cruisers, which is great, but beach cruisers are not great for hills. So we're gonna have a hell of a time going back because it was mostly downhill-ish here. But it's part of the adventure and I wanted to see the island, so I'm seeing the island. We can confirm, very overgrown, at least for us, not worth it. So we took a big L on that one, and we have our hour bike ride back to try to beat a thunderstorm. But we got exercise because our steps haven't been great the past couple of days. Felix liked seeing the beach.
Felix had to sleep the whole way. Got here, had a big thing of milk, and now he's having fun. Since we draw 6 feet, we have to go all the way around the Berry Islands. Past the cruise ships again. Done this twice already. I'm trying to do it again. So it takes twice as long as if we were in a catamaran.
Well, yeah, catamaran can go on the inside of the islands here in the Berry Islands. We have to go out in the ocean side. But it's going to be a quick little 22-mile sail today. And once we're not beating straight into the wind and waves, it should be a pretty nice day.
So I'm not sure if Colin has updated the blog already or not, but we turned around where the shallow water was meeting the deep water. The waves were like 6 feet. Our bow went under, our stern went under. It was very scary, to tell the truth. I grabbed Felix, came down here in his room, put his lee cloth up, and we're sitting down here, got the dogs down here, and Colin and Peter made the decision to turn around because it's just not safe. So we're going back to anchor outside the Great Harbour Cay Marina. We're going to anchor outside, so hopefully there's room for us, but tomorrow's supposed to be even worse. We cannot catch a break with this weather and our boat. Like, there's one stressful day for every like 5 good days, and the stressful days just take it out of me. It's definitely not easy. It's scary, especially when you have a kid. I get really freaked out for his safety, so we're just hanging out here while they turn around, and we're going back. It's starting to smooth out again, so feeling a little bit better now, but I hate it. I really hate these parts. I will say what kind of makes it better is he has no clue what's going on, which he kind of chills me out when he's like smiling and laughing, but almost freaked out. So I'm ready for the good days, ready for the good Bahamas sailings that everyone talks about. We just haven't had it yet. Turned around back at the anchorage. Peter and Colin went to check the depth. Maybe get down. Maybe can you get down? Good girl. Making sure we're in a good spot if we drag. I know this
catamaran back here. It's a Gemini. We asked her how much is under her last night, and she said they have 2 feet under them, so we definitely can't go back there. But maybe right here. The sky's new also. You can see how shallow it is over there. Great tonight. Might even go wild and spend some money on some food.
If you can't tell, we're making water. You also can probably tell we're in an anchorage. This also may look familiar because we're still in Great Harbour Cay. We made an attempt to head southward, and the conditions for sailing were pretty good, about 15 knots or so, gusting 18. And the sea state at the time was predicted to be 4 feet with about a 10-second or so period. We got probably an hour into motoring dead into the wind to make a turn to head around Coco Cay, the Royal Caribbean one. And what happened is where the water goes from like 200 feet to 10 feet, we were getting a surge in swells that were just coming up, and we were getting about 8-foot swells right on the nose. The bow was just digging in, and what was happening was because we were digging in and just flopping so much, the prop just started cavitating. And no matter what I did, I could pretty much have to go either at an angle to the waves or straight into them, but no matter what, the prop still cavitated. So we dipped out, we called it a day, we came back here and anchored. We're gonna ride out a little blow that comes through tomorrow here in this very protected anchorage. Essentially, we made an attempt to go sailing and make some ground south. Not a big deal, we have plenty of time. We're just gonna hang out here, enjoy it. There is a group potluck tonight for the people in the anchorage as well as in the marina. So we are partaking in that with some of the abundance of corn that we have on board. Ashley is gonna make a corn salad and we're gonna enjoy that, meet some people we already said goodbye to, but we're gonna be here for another day, so we'll say hello again and swap stories. But yeah, we're busy away making water right now. The Seawater Pro water maker is really coming in handy and exactly what we need it to do. It's making about 40 gallons, about 38 gallons an hour right now, which is really helping us because we've done a lot. Probably can't tell. We've done a lot of laundry today. It just was a utility day of doing work and doing projects and just being here at anchor and knocking some stuff out. But yeah, we're excited to finally be slowing down and doing stuff like this and not really having a schedule, but that's how it is and we're enjoying it. So yeah, we're gonna get ready and change for this potluck tonight, and we'll see you there, and we'll probably see you when we're leaving this anchorage, unless hopefully nothing happens between now and then in a day or so, but who knows, you never know.